A government shutdown looms as lawmakers clash over where and how much to cut from the federal budget. Battles over a small part of the overall budget, but even when the 2011 measures settled, an even bigger fight lays ahead over the 2012 budget.
Joining us live this morning to talk more about the ongoing budget fight for 2011 and to look forward to next year, former Congressman and co-chair of the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, Charlie Stenholm. Mr. Stenholm, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you. Good to be with you.
Lawmakers are now fighting over billions of dollars in spending for the rest of this fiscal year, but isn't that really small potatoes compared to what they need to get cut?
Oh, absolutely. This fight, to me, the fight on the shutdown on a difference of maybe $4 billion is ridiculous. When the big fight comes up in about May the 15th, when we exceed the debt ceiling, $14.3 trillion, and that's when Congress is going to have to come to an agreement on cutting spending straight across the board and raising some additional revenue to avoid our country shutting down in a very bad way.
What do you see as the longer-term solution, Mr. Stenholm?
You're going to have to deal with the long-term insolvency of Social Security. The big one is health care. Medicare, Medicaid is going to be the toughest one because the American people kind of like Medicare and Medicaid, but the cost of it is not being realistically looked at.
Well, it seems as you watch what's going on in Washington now that there's a lot of political posturing going on over things that really have nothing to do with the priority we face.
I can't believe you said that there's political posturing going on in Washington.
I know. Hard to believe, isn't it?
We're a divided country, almost 50-50 on lots of issues. But this is serious about how we run our government. We've gotten too big. Spending has gotten to 25% of our gross domestic product. Revenue has dropped to almost 15% of our domestic product. That's a 10% deficit. And, I don't know how long we're going to be able to borrow money from the Chinese at that rate. At the rates we're paying interest right now, the market's going to take over. And, I hope that our leaders are going to come to an agreement this morning or today and get this little battle out of the way because we've got some big ones coming. And the Committee for Responsible Federal Budget, we've been working with the Pew and Peterson Foundation on a commission, and we've made a lot of recommendations of how you can do it. There's different choices of it, but you're going to have to make some tough choices, and everything has to be on the table.